Hi, Siri. Please remind me to do something more meaningful with my life.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go.
This is the Pants Free Podcast. Originating from MFPod.com.
Mad. I just can't get these memories out of my mind. Some kind of madness taking control. Mad.
But I do like music. Very much.
Well, the records are right in the cabinet. Pick something groovy, Alex.
Robert's got a quick hand. He'll look around the room, he won't tell you his plan. He's got a rolled cigarette hanging out his mouth. He's a cowboy kid, yeah, found a 6-shooter gun in his dad's closet with a box of fun things. I don't even know what, but he's coming for you, yeah, he's coming for you, saying all the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, loud run my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, faster than my bullet, yeah. Daddy works a long day. He be coming home late, and he's coming home late, and he's bringing me a surprise. 'Cause dinner's in the kitchen and it's packed in nice. I've waited for a long time. Yeah, the slide in my hand is now a quick pull trigger, reason with my cigarette. Then say your hair's on fire, must have lost your wits, yeah. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, loud run my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, faster than my bullet. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, loud run my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, faster than my bullet. Kicks, you better run, loud run my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run, faster than my bullet.
I'm scared.
Just terrible.
Just awful. It's just unacceptable.
Just too much.
Just a distraction.
Just plain wrong.
Just too nerdy and unlikely to become a household name.
What the hell?
One of the strangest, one of the coolest.
One of the smartest. One of the most talked about.
One of the least interesting.
And now, the media blogwanaut, Marconi.
Greetings, Rockwonauts. It is I, Belonius Francine Marconi. Welcome to another edition of the Pants Free Podcast. With me, as always, my podcast compadre, Nick J. Miles.
How are you?
Good, sir.
I have been listening. They always tell you it's a mistake to listen to your product, but I've been listening to the podcast as a rabid fan and think that I dither too much in my news stories.
You're a ditherer?
Yes, I'm a ditherer. In fact, I don't enunciate my words correctly, and I don't come to the point quickly enough.
I mean, personally, I just think you could probably laugh harder and support my jokery a little more. But other than that, I think you're doing great. You know, when you live in a place that you don't own, people come into your house and they have to give you like a 24-hour, 48-hour notice. We'll be entering your dwelling, sir, and we're going to be changing the filters and checking the fire alarms. But they're really checking to see if I haven't started a meth lab in here, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. Or maybe if there's a dead body in here somewhere.
Right. Now, nobody needs a dead body.
No. I can always tell when Nick's distracted because his answer is right. Uh-huh.
No. I'm saying nobody needs a dead body.
I can never tell. So it's the same if you're distracted and if you're paying attention.
Yeah. I want you to understand that I'm never distracted. I'm just pondering my next witty and very likable comment.
Here is your late news roundup from the world and the nation.
All right, let's look at some stories that are happening in the news today. Guess what? Mitt Romney is in the news again. He fired his friend's ex-wife, claims that Romney lied to screw her in the divorce. That's her exact words. So friend's ex-wife claims that Romney lied to screw her in the divorce. People are talking to Time magazine, so the full story may be in print.
So does this mean anything? I mean, you know, all this kind of stuff comes out when people are running for president, and then it goes nowhere, right?
But what's interesting enough is this is actually fairly serious because this was a court case. If Romney is found to have lied under oath, that's a problem. He takes an oath to be the president of the United States, and if he's already found to have lied under oath, that could be a problem.
Well, I mean, he's lied about abortion. We had the audio on our show as we were goofing around the other day. I mean, one decade he says he's for abortion and to uphold the rights of the citizens after Roe v. Wade for 20 years. And then, another decade he's like, I'm still for it, blah, blah, blah. And then he starts running for president. He's against it now.
Right.
So,
but again, that's a change of direction. And I think one thing that Romney did, and it's very typical of politicians, is to get their party's vote, they swing one way, and then to get the country's vote, they swing another way.
Yes, and then when questioned, just claim Romnesia.
And, Donald Trump, of course, today, with the famous video, setting out a challenge to Obama. Here's the video.
If Barack Obama opens up and gives his college records and applications, and if he gives his passport applications and records, I will give to a charity of his choice, Inner City Children in Chicago, American Cancer Society, AIDS research, anything he wants, a check immediately for $5 million. The check will be given within 1 hour after he releases all of the records so stated.
Who is Donald Trump to blackmail the president with $5 million? If he really cares about people, then give the money and shut up. But instead, he wants to be seen and everybody. But he's blackmailing the president, right?
No, well, blackmail means the president has something to lose. And I think in this situation, what he's doing is he's baiting the president. Mm-hmm. It's very weak because $5 million, in the score of the sort of money that Donald Trump has is absolutely nothing. And really what he's doing is a publicity stunt by Trump.
Yeah, everything he does is a publicity stunt. Oh, wait, by the way, breaking news, Donald Trump replaces bed bugs as America's #1 pest.
Yes, and I think you're absolutely right.
I'll donate $5 million to the Mormon Church of Mitt Romney's choice if he releases the last 10 years of his taxes.
Right. There you go.
I mean, I think he did agree to release like 10 or 20 years of taxes, but there's like 2 years missing or something.
I'm just not that into it.
You're not a fact checker. You don't know. Yeah, but that's either do I. But like a guy like Gary Busey is sitting at home right now folding waffles thinking, they say I'm a cell-damaged fame junkie.
Right.
And Donald Trump's on the internet everywhere and everybody's talking about him. I woke up this morning and found Trump's message to President Obama on Facebook, and then I started looking at pictures of Facebook friends' kids sitting in pumpkin patches.
Right.
Welcome to America.
When news breaks, we're the first there to muck it.
Here's another story. The MLB Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk was charged and arrested with DUI last night in Illinois after he allegedly drove his truck into the middle of a cornfield. They found him in the truck asleep. The truck had a flat tire, and he had a bottle of open vodka in the vehicle. Allegedly had a bottle of open vodka in the vehicle. That was about 7:20 last night in Illinois. The new Lenox PD were the ones that arrested him. They took him to hospital. He actually refused a blood test, which is always a sign of bad news.
Congratulations to Carlton Fisk on making the DUI Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Because I was looking, I mean, he's this, everyone, Nick just yawned in the middle of my joke.
That was my Carlton Fisk.
That was Nick's response to my joke. We'll edit that out in post.
No, you won't.
We'll edit right there to Nick laughing. That'll make it funnier.
Shaq is ripping like a weirdo again.
Rapping.
No, he's ripping.
Oh, ripping.
He's ripping. This is what you call it when Shaq. The story was he's rapping, but my friends call him a ripper.
You have friends that can have terminology just for Shaq?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because they think he's a weirdo. So anyway, the video speaks for itself.
Got them guns. Loaded up. Go already come in with the cash. Mess around with these, you get devoured. We sending your mama the limo and the flowers. What I look like? I ain't even got no car. Don't you ever call me Chamberlain. Don't you ever call me Jabbar. Like I said before, you will get devoured. But don't you ever call me Dwight Howard. That's that boy LeBron. Huh? Who the hell is the real Superman? I let my ring do the talking. As you see, these talk quite often. Who the best of the best? I was born with the S. I'm done.
I mean, yeah, Shaq retired from the NBA, but I'm really glad he did not retire from weird rapping.
He looks like he's angry and is going to kill somebody, and he's doing karate chops at the same time with two guys about a third of his size on each side. And clearly, it's called Comedy Shaq, his little website. Clearly, there's he has issues. Either that, or it's kind of like talking to the empty chair.
I just thought when I watch this, I don't know why I always get ideas, but I thought, you know how Shark Week is really really popular thing. What about Shark versus Shaq Week?
You just have Shaq Week,
yes.
where he can rip videos.
I can never tell with him because he's entertaining to a degree, but I'm not really sure why.
Yeah, the other thing is, too, the way he flaps his arms up and down in the video, I was worried at some point that he might actually take off.
To think, too, in this whole moment, if someone may have just missed this video, but somewhere right now, someone is enjoying Shaquille O'Neal's performance in Kazam.
I hadn't made that association, but now I see it.
Yeah.
Let me also jump to this story, which we've sort of been waiting for this to happen, but Wyoming football coach has now been fined for his phenomenal Mr. fucking Howdy Doody tirade. This is Dave Christensen, this punishment for this tirade, which I think is a great piece of video.
It's cancer awareness. You can purchase a ticket to the game and receive a commemorative rally tie. Also, a portion of all ticket sales will be donated to the Wyoming Foundation for Cancer Care. Don't miss Bronco Busting and Cancer Crushing. For tickets and information, visit WyomingAthletics.com or call 877-WYO-FAN-1.
Look at me, Mr. fucking Howdy Doody. Get in your fucking locker room. That's fucking bullshit. You have no fucking ethics, Troy. No fucking integrity.
Stop.
Woo! Oh, get your fucking cross conscience, fly boy.
What is wrong with? I mean, it obviously felt wronged by the other guy. I get that, but who cares? At the end of the game, just calm down and go to your locker room.
Yeah, and something. It's those people that actually lose it and can't get over it. Those people who then get whacked. If you can't control yourself and put your emotions aside, and you have to let it spill out like that, that's those signs of weakness.